What's up, everybody? Zach, the Bert's YouTube channel, checking out our Road Glide ST Performance Bagger. So what we did was we took a 2022 brand new Road Glide ST and we decked it out. So we did a 131 motor, straight from the factory, the 131 kit from Harley Davidson, using a Harley Davidson auto tuner. So it is a factory kit, Basani 2-in-1 exhaust. Rode the bike a few times. The exhaust sounds phenomenal. Bike sounds phenomenal. Handles phenomenal. Did quite a few other things here. I have my little cheat sheet that Gunnar was so nice enough to build with everything exactly on it, because I know we did do it, but I don't remember all the names specifically of everything. So I got this. So we did LA Chopper's T-bar there. So it's LA Chopper Valley handlebar risers and gauge relocation. So it comes up a little bit higher than stock. Got the bars, the triple tree here. We also relocated the gauges up a little bit higher. It's right in your side of view, which is great. The only downside is it does kind of block your Boom Audio GTS here. Great thing is everything can still be done on your handlebars here, but unfortunately you can't really see the screen unless you're looking to the side or looking up. I'm only 5'8", so you taller guys can see right over at me, not so much. So we also did the Legends performance suspension, both front and rear, so you can adjust them to your liking, stiffen them up, loosen them up on both sides here. We mounted the canisters up top just for the look. For those of you that don't like the look or that also want to run docking hardware or the luggage rack, these can be relocated behind the saddlebag so that you can still run your 2-up backrest or a luggage rack, chop tour pack, anything like that. So to compensate for the 2 inches higher in the rear and in the front, we actually had to put a longer side stand on there as well. It just threw me off a little bit because it was way longer than I was expecting. So we did a Saddleman step-up seat. We also did the RC Components Laguna wheels with Scorcher tires. So the rear is actually a 17, extremely lightweight. I believe Zach, our parts manager, you know, if you cut him in doing a sit down talking about this bike, I believe he said that both wheels with tires on them weigh as much as one rear wheel with tire on them. So they're extremely lightweight. I put 250 miles on the bike personally, rode it home a couple of days. I mean, this is the style that bikes seem to be going to. You know, the big wheel bagger craze, that was a couple years ago. Now everybody tends to be going to these performance baggers. So you got a ton of power, you got a ton of torque, it's still aggressive riding. You got great lean angles, but you get all the comfort of a bagger. You got storage, you can do a long ride, you got a radio, you got the ability to ride 2-up with your wife, girlfriend, or significant other. You know, it's an all-around bike. You know, again, the great thing is we did a 131 that is stock from the factory, obviously with the exception of the exhaust there, but it is using a Screaming Eagle tuner. So, I mean, it's got a ton of power. I know a lot of guys are doing different exhausts, different cams, different tuners, but I mean, it's, you know, we're gonna be probably a little over 130 horsepower down to the ground. I mean, the bike just wants to come off the front. I mean, the front wheel is just floating, you know, getting on it. I mean, a ton of power, it sounds great, handles phenomenal. I mean, it puts a smile on my face every time I ride it. You know, it's just totally different. You know, baggers have just come such a long way from just being sit back and cruise to going something like this where you can do a little bit of everything. You can cruise, you can get aggressive, you can get on and be able to fly by people. It's a fun bike overall. So come and check it out. We do these builds, you know, not only to be able to sell the bike, show off what we can do, but also to sell the parts. You know, it's hard to talk about a suspension looking at a book, but now we have it on a bike so you can ride it and feel it before you put it on your own bike. Same with the front end. You know, you can hear the exhaust, you can feel what a 131 does, you can feel the T-bar. So that's why we do these builds. You do have the ability to come down and ride it. Bike is for sale as well. So come down to Bert's, check it out.